Chapter 2, A Chance Meeting. Also we made everything bigger because we're old. Don't forget your luncheon engagement with Mr. Rolstead, Nancy reminded Carson the next day at the bagel table.
Nancy, for the love of God, you're freaking... I know, I'm the parent. I'm sorry, I blew up at you. It's not the first time, is it?
No, and it won't be the last.
I'll telephone him the first thing after I reach my office. And by telephone, I mean use these cans tied with string and hope that he picks it up. But again, I'll warn you not to anticipate startling news.
Father, there are phones in the 1920s, you know.
I'm hiding you. We are in an Amish community for a reason, Nancy, so that you are trapped.
I won't be trapped, Father. But if I should happen to learn something which has a bearing on the Amish community, or even the will, I won't exactly be disappointed.
What are your plans for the day, Nancy? As a 16-year-old girl, I would imagine fucking school.
Oh, nothing special. I decided to do a little shopping this morning.
Really?
And I am invited to a party
card?
with one of the girls that I will not name, who is giving it this afternoon.
Really? There are parties in the afternoon when it's light out. You can't even do a cake. What is it, a baby shower? I mean, for fuck's sakes. Then you are too busy to take luncheon with me.
Was the word fuck invented by 1920?
I'm pretty sure it was. I guess just in case. That's a bad word, Nancy, and I'm teaching you it because you're a bad child.
Oh, Father, you know I've just been dying to use that word. And an invitation to eat with you. As my eyes dance, cha-cha-cha slide. I'm so anxious to learn something about that will.
In this family, our eyes Harlem shake, Nancy. All right. If you have time, drop in at my office about 12:30. That's when I get into work in the morning. I just fuck around. I really do. Honestly, I'm in there doing Sudokus. Oh my gosh, we'll do a Sudoku later together. But in the meantime, Mr. Olstead may not accept my invitation. I did leave him that bag of dog shit for every Thursday. It's every Thursday. But if he does, we'll try to find out something about Josiah Crowley. Of course, I don't need to warn you not to appear too eager for information.
I'll let you do all the talking. I'll just tweak everyone's ear.
Great. That's just what we need, more hospital visits. I'll look for you at 12:30 then. Mr. Drew pushed back his chair and glanced at his watch. It's still here, damn it! I must hurry now, I'll be late getting downtown. On what? The fucking molasses slide? This is River Heights, there are only you!
After her father had left, Nancy finished her breakfast and then went to the kitchen to consult with Hannah, the maid.
Whoa, wait, she finished her breakfast and then went to the kitchen? You fancy fucks with your separate eating rooms.
Although only 16, Nancy was unusually capable, and under her skillful direction, everything ran smoothly in the Drew household.
Excuse me, are we literally describing this as Hannah, the maid, does jack shit and effectively just watches Johnny Carson in the corner and Nancy runs the household?
I don't know, I'm just gonna keep reading. On the death of her mother 6 years before,
Lucky.
She had taken over the entire management of the establishment. The Drews employed one servant, Hannah Gruen, an old lady of all work who'd been with them for many years.
A rocket scientist who, unfortunately, because she was from Serbia, means that she won't get a green card and she's stuck here.
So, I lost my place. The responsibility of the household might have weighed heavily upon Nancy, but she was the type of girl who was capable of accomplishing a great many things in a comparatively short length of time. She enjoyed sports of all kind, blah blah, and she found time for clubs and parties in school. Nancy was very popular and she boasted many friends. Now I'm lonely. Many people declared that she had a way of taking life very seriously without impressing one as being the least bit serious herself.
Is she just this perfect little princess? So she runs the house, she literally has several Olympic medals, everybody likes her, everybody thinks that she doesn't even brag. What? I don't believe any of this. Nancy's just putting this all in her diary, I can tell. I'm the best. The GOAT. No one's prettier and smarter than I am.
While at school, Nancy had made one particular chum bucket, Helen Corning, of whom we shall hear more later. Who is saying this? The narrator? She had also made two enemies, the Topham sisters. Once she had caught Ada in wrongdoing in class, and both sisters had placed the blame on Nancy. But Helen and two others had come to Nancy's rescue. I'll save you! Since that time, Ada and Isabel had been more hateful to Nancy than ever.
I'll be Hannah.
Go ahead.
Oh wait, Hannah doesn't say anything. Fuck!
I'll not be back for luncheon today. She got ready to leave. I have made out the dinner menu and ordered the groceries on Instacart, so I guess you won't need me for a few hours.
Bum. I'm at the grocery store. I'm at this party with friends. I'm at the grocery store. I'm interrogating the Tophams and at the grocery store. Anyway.
Leaving the house, she went to the garage where she kept her automobile. It was a shining new blue roadster, the birthday gift of her father. Speaking of her father...
Carson's choice of the game, what perfect timing! So, as a reminder, you were a 16-year-old girl and you have a car. That should not even be legal in 2026, but alas, it is.
Yep.
So, here's your driving test. What's the first thing that you do once you get into the car? Do you shift into second gear without holding in the clutch, which will probably make the transmission explode? Or do you start the car without opening the garage so all the carbon monoxide circles around your head and you pass out?
Is there none of the above option?
You can always walk. That's what my birthday gift was really meant for you to do.
I'm gonna walk.
Okay, it was a test of willpower and you passed.
Sweet! So, walking onto the street, she set off for the shopping district. She walked swiftly down the boulevard, and upon reaching the most congested street, wormed her way skillfully among all the cars.
This reminds me of driving in LA Noire, where you basically just zoom down the road at 80 miles per hour in 1930s Los Angeles, hitting every single person as they fucking fly into the sky at 20,000 miles per hour.
I also realized we're in town now, so we need the driving around in town music. There we go.
Run for your life. Run for your life. Nancy's in the junk car.
Oh, I kind of wish she was still driving, because then she'd be like, she crashed into the department store.
She did, yeah. No, going to the front door. Car first.
But because we passed Carson's choice of the day, we just walked inside. And we made a number of small purchases on the main floor, and then went directly to the wearing apparel section.
At JCPenney.
As it was her intention to purchase a frock suitable for the afternoon party, to which she had been invited. In case you forgot, she goes to afternoon parties.
Is this like for wine and painting? Who the fuck buys a frock? What does that mean?
I think it's like some weird dress, I don't know.
I know.
Usually, Nancy found the service excellent, but this morning was an especially busy one, and an extra rush of customers had temporarily overwhelmed the sales force.
You know, just as a quick aside, this book is written really well, but why do we give two shits whether Nancy went to go buy a dress? Who was this for?
They gotta get the 100 pages somehow.
I know. Did we think that because Carson was a lawyer and that there was a will that young girls would have been like, gross, I'm gonna go read horse people. I don't know what it was. Or the babysitters group.
The Hardy Boys.
Brats. It's like, oh, but now that they're shopping, I'm good.
You know, if we read the Hardy Boys book, there'd be 10 pages on how to make aspirin.
And a nuclear submarine from the Soviet Union.
Exactly.
Do not mind waiting her turn.
Thank you. But quietly sat down in a convenient chair and glanced about with interest. She doesn't have a phone, you know. After a time, her attention was attracted toward two girls who, like herself, were waiting for an available saleswoman. But less patiently. It's obviously Ada and Isabel Topham.
I finally have some characters I can be.
They were remonstrating
with the floor. I'm sure that means kicking him in the balls.
And their voices carried so far that she could not help hearing what they said.
We've been standing here nearly 10 minutes. I'm kidding. Ada said petulantly, "Send a saleswoman to us immediately." You can be the floor manager.
No. There are plenty of people ahead of you. They didn't use Instacart. An extra rush of customer...
Oh, perhaps you don't know who we are. Have you even seen our recipe blog? It's fucking amazing. It's all about how we survived 9/11 and make really good pies.
Naughty! Don't your father tell you not to use the word fucking?
But it was an invitation, sir.
Indeed I do.
Well, that's right, we're children. Probably.
I'll have a saleswoman here in a few moments if you will only wait 2 years.
Listen, we've been held back at least 7 years, okay? We are marriage material, I can tell you. We're not accustomed to waiting, Isabel Topham told him icily. These are two people, by the way, but assume that they're Siamese. Such service, Ada chimed in. You can still say Ada, I'm gonna say Ada.
Okay.
Not because you're wrong, but because I like that better.
It's like you and vases, I get it.
Do you realize that my father owns stock in this store? That was probably very important. I own stock in Walmart. I don't go up to the fucking manager and go, "Yeah, I demand service." How much stock do you own? 2. Okay. We report your conduct to him. He could have you discharged because that's how ownership of stock works.
I'm sorry. Since you didn't use Instacart, you have to wait your turn. It's a rule.
Unbelievable. Ada tossed. Oh, that's you.
Oh, tossed her head up, and her dark eyes flashed angrily. In spite of the expensive clothes she wore, she was anything but attractive. She was on slender to the point of being termed skinny. Wait, so being fat is cool in the old days? Then why am I on Ozempic? Now that her face was distorted with anger, she was positively ugly.
Ooh, Nancy is one very, what's the right word?
Judgmental?
Thank you, that's the perfect word. But also, yeah, I guess we're still in that, royalty just proved it by eating and not doing any work type of system? Who knows?
Isabel, who was the pride of the Topham family, was rather pretty in a vapid sort of way. But Nancy felt her face lacked character. She'd acquired an artificial manner of speaking, which was both irritating and amusing, which means she probably sounds like Marcelo's mom.
My God.
It was her mother's ambition that someday she'd marry into a wealthy family, and every opportunity was given her for a brilliant match. The two girls were older than Nancy, but had been in her class at school. She found them stupid, as well as arrogant.
Running Kruger effect for you.
They had never been popular with their classmates and had boasted few friends.
Wow, okay, way to just rub it in, I guess, but sure.
Now as they turned to the floor manager and saw her for the first time, Nancy bowed. What are you, Sly Cooper? Isabel coldly returned the bow, but did not speak a word of greeting. Ada gave no indication that she'd even noticed her. Snaps! The next time I won't even bother talking to you.
She didn't. All you did was bow at them. What was that, some kind of sign language? How you can go fuck yourselves. I don't know.
At that moment, a saleswoman hurried toward the Topham girls, and at once they began to shower abuse upon her for her failure to weigh upon them sooner. Nancy watched them curiously. I wonder if I can do that too. As they examined the gowns which the saleswoman brought out for their approval, evidently Isabel and Ada were in an unpleasant frame of mind, for they tossed aside beautiful creations of lace and chiffon. Imagine
the same exact thing.
With scarcely a second glance, they found fault with everything.
Well, Nancy, since I was in fact that saleswoman, it's time for a Carson's choice of the game!
Yay!
And since Isabel and Ada are here, I've decided that your choice will be them. which one do you want to take home and replace as my daughter?
Can I choose the saleswoman?
Yes, you can! I'm my own daughter! Finally! Someone worthy of the true name! Good choice.
Alright, I'm getting better at these choices. We
You
continue. A very chic gown. Chic? Who cares?
Chic, yep. So Chic, the freak, you know the song. It doesn't matter.
It's not playing right now. The saleswoman told them hopefully as she displayed an attractive dress. It is a Paris model and arrived this morning.
Ooh la la. I was thinking Hilton, but agreed. Same difference.
Ada picked it up, gave it one careless glance, and then tossed it into a chair. The gown slipped to the floor and a crumpled mass. Into the horror, the saleswoman Ada stepped on it as she turned to examine another dress. Nancy disgustedly left, I'm not enjoying this either, and began to examine a rack of dresses in that part of the room.
I'm setting it on fire!
Fire?!
It's too late! Carson cries. I can't do a second job, can I?
What are you doing here, Carson? It's not time for your choice of the game yet.
I was the saleswoman, damn it!
Presently, as she wandered, she saw that the bitches were leaving without having made a purchase. As they swept past, Ada brushed against her. Instead of apologizing, she wheeled and surveyed Nancy coldly.
Oh, do watch where you're going, she said tartly. Ooh! That's basically what she said, like a prostitute.
Nancy stifled a sharp retort, probably saying that she was a prostitute, and made no reply. Not without amusement, she watched the Topham sisters as they floused. I don't even know how you flouse to the elevator.
I don't know. Maybe they did somersaults or splits. Who knows?
I'm just gonna imagine them doing somersaults. Oh, this wasn't perfect form at all!
It's like the Oompa Loompas. Get out of here.
I don't wonder that people say such mean things, including myself, about them.
No, I think Carson, as saleswoman, was taking notes on how to treat Nancy, right?
Speaking of Carson as saleswoman, our thoughts are cut short as a saleswoman offered her services. It was the same girl who'd wait upon the Topham sisters.
I'm just imagining Carson in a mustache, just like, how the f*** are you a saleswoman, Carson?
Nancy quickly selected a party frock of blue crepe, which matched her eyes, and went to the fitting room to try it on.
No freaking clue what that means, actually. I'm just imagining a massive pancake. You want me to be a saleswoman now?
Oh, I'm sorry, it's me.
Go for it. Yeah, you're taking my job for a little bit.
It's a real pleasure to serve you, Miss Drew, the saleswoman assured her when they were alone. But how I dread to see the Topham sisters come into the store. They're so unreasonable. Ada and Isabel aren't very popular. They seem to think their word is law, and so he'll sigh as I sing a different song. And I'm afraid it will be if they get all of Josiah Crowley's money. She lowered her voice. This day hasn't been settled, but they're counting on the fortune already. I should actually lower the music because I'm whispering. We've been secretive. I heard Miss Ada say to her sister, "Oh, I guess we get all of old Crowley's fortune as soon as the lawyers stop squabbling. But it's my opinion the Tophams are mightily worried for fear someone will show up. Valera will, which will do out of most of it."
I swear that you were doing an echo by yourself, too.
I was. Thank you.
Okay.
Nancy.
And Nancy's out of the cave.
Alright, back to normal. Nancy was far too wise to engage in gossip with the saleswoman, for she could not tell how far anything she might say would be carried. I could show you, but I don't want to turn the music too loud.
I'm sending a mass email as we speak.
But she was interested in the information. The fact that the Tophams were indicated to her they were of the opinion that Josiah Crowley made a second will. Evidently, they were somewhat disturbed by the claims of the other relatives. Ordering the frock which she had purchased sent to her home, Nancy glanced at her watch. It's also still there, and saw that it was after 12. I must hurry or I'll be late for meeting Father, she thought and left the store. She walked directly to her father's office, and until a few minutes ahead of this appointed time, found that he was ready to leave. What luck, Father? Nancy demanded eagerly. Did Mr. Rolstead promise to take luncheon with you?
That's right. I somehow beat you to my own office, took off my mustache, and am now Carson. Yes, we are to meet him at the Royal Hotel, which is actually the new name of Super 8, in 10 minutes. You still think I should quiz him about the Crowley will, or perhaps today, the lifespan of tigers? Maybe the Detroit Tigers.
Oh, I'm more than interested in the case, Father. I can't tell you why, but I just seem to know that Josiah Crowley made a second will, maybe even a third will.
Well, your intentions are frequently correct, Nancy.
Intuitions.
Mr. Drew smiled sarcastically. So I'll do my best to find out what Mr. Rolstead knows about the case. However, I must warn you not to Carson's choice of the day. First time it hasn't come at the exact end of a sentence. So, since you're here and it's lunchtime, and we're going to a hotel, I thought that you might be most interested in a new job. So would you like to clean all of the toilets or drown at the bottom of the pool?
I'll clean the toilets.
It's funny because it turns out that you fell into one of them and drowned anyway.
Well, it's been a minute, but...
That's right, Nancy.
I guess I need to make this bigger, because... There we go. We made everything else big, it's got to make the fail screen bigger, too. Okay. Finish your sentence, please.
You're just gonna hand out muffins like the bitch you are. You appear too eager for information, or you may suspect we have a dark motive behind the luncheon invitation we do. It's a sacrifice.
I'll be careful. Toilet water. The Royal Hotel, Super 8, was located less than a block away, and Nancy and her father quickly went the distance. They're going for speed. As they entered the lobby, they found Mr. Rolstead there, ahead of them. Carson introduced his daughter, and the three made their way to the dining room, where a table has been reserved for them. We need dining room music now, don't we? Hang on.
Ooh.
Let's try you.
I know, we haven't actually tested all these out.
Yeah, this one should be okay. Let's find out.
I could eat to this.
Yep. Okay. Where was I? At first, the conversation centered around a variety of subjects. As the luncheon progressed, the two lawyers began to talk enthusiastically of their college days when they were young, and finally of their profession.
When they were old.
Nancy got quickly bored. Are they never going to talk about why they renamed Super 8?
Hey, what's your favorite aisle in Home Depot, man? Oh gosh, let's talk about this for 2 hours. I know, 2 hours.
Then, over the coffee cups, because I guess they're giant. Hey, can you see the coffee? Carson skillfully swung the conversation into a new channel and began to discuss strange cases which had fallen into his hands.
Mr. Rolstead, I'm bored and I hate you. By the way, I haven't heard the details of the Crowley case. How are the Tophams making out? I understand the relatives are trying to break the will.
For a moment, Mr. Rolstead remained silent. And Nancy began to think that he did not intend to enter into a discussion of the case.
Do you want me to be Rolstead? I sure can.
Go ahead.
The case wasn't turned over to me, Carson, the lawyer said quietly. Oh, I'm sorry. What? But I confess. Sorry, I followed it. Maybe too quiet. Rather closely. No, because of a special interest fight I happen to have in Crowley. Special interest being that I thought he had a great ass.
Oh god, the queer's coming back.
I do not believe it can be broken. Then the Tophams will get the entire estate, Mr. Drew commented. Yes, unless another will is uncovered. Another will? Carson Drew inquired innocently. Another will? Then you believe Crowley made a second one? Okay, that's weird, but I guess Mr. Ralston hesitated. I would. Thank God we have all these muffins. Yum yum, hesitated as though uncertain whether or not he should divulge additional information. Then with a quick glance about, lowered his voice. I know who killed John F. Kennedy. No, of course, I wouldn't want this to get out. That's right! Secrets! No. You may trust Nancy not to repeat. She's deaf. That's right. She can't hear that we're calling her a slut.
You call me a slut?
Shh. You're deaf. I
Yes,
found
Father.
that out by experience. Carson just smiled upon his daughter. Still bad.
Oh my gosh.
And I will say this much. It would not surprise me if another will should come to light. The Tophams treated Crowley most unkindly after he made this will in their favor. We've heard. About a year ago, Crowley came to my office and told me he wanted to draw up a new will. He indicated that he intended to cut the Tophams off without a cent. He expressed a desire to write the will himself and asked me a number of questions like, who are you? Where am I? Who won the Super Bowl this year? What day is it? Who are you? I told him exactly how to proceed. When he left my office, he promised me that he would have me look over the document when he had drawn it up. And you actually saw the will? Mr. Drew asked in surprise. No, strange to say, Crowley never came back. It's probably because I moved offices and didn't tell him, and also changed my name. I don't know whether he drew up the will or not. And if he did, there would be an excellent chance that it would not be legal, I suppose. Yes, it's a real trick to draw up a will that cannot be broken. Pretty sure he just wrote down, new will, and gave up. But Josiah Crowley was a very careful man. He put new will, very legal. And that's all it takes. Still, even if he left a loophole, the Tophams would drag the matter into court. Yes, it's a foregone conclusion that the Tophams will keep the fortune whether they have a right to it or not. These are the rules that I made this morning. They have the advantage of money, you know. I believe the other relatives, that's right, it's Mr. Rolstad's choice of the game!
Nice!
So, since we're once again in the middle of a sentence, Nancy, I thought as a strange woman that's sitting at our table, you would like to join me this afternoon before your party. Your choices are we can go to court together, where we'll secretly get married, or I can take you to this giant hole in the ground.
I'd like to go to the giant hole in the ground.
That's completely fair. Remember, not to step into the hole. Oh my god, I fell in the hole!
I'm not putting that up because it was Mr. Rolstad who fell in the hole. So now he has to yell up at Carson for the rest of the conversation.
Anyway, there was a ladder. I believe the other relatives filed the play. They have no proof a second will exists. Without the money, they cannot hope to fight the Tophams. This is, imagine America Ninja Warrior with the side-by-side salmon ladders. I don't know what the fuck I'm talking about. Your turn.
Yeah, thank you. While her father and Mr. Rolstad climbed out of the hole, Nancy remained silent, but not a word of what was said fell upon her ears. Although she gave no indication of her feelings, the information excited her. After a time, Carson paid the luncheon check, and the three arose and left the dining room. Mr. Rolstad took leave of them in the lobby.
Well, Nancy, did you find out what you wanted to know? Carson Drew inquired after the lawyer had disappeared.
Oh, Father! It's just as I expected! American Ninja Warrior is amazing! And Mr. Crowley did make a second will!
Mount Midoriyama is very tough to climb.
So it is.
You know what? I that's all I know about it. It's fine.
That's in 5 books, Father.
You mustn't jump hastily at conclusions. Mr. Drew warned her. It's possible that Crowley never drew up the will at all. Or if he did, he may have destroyed it. Maybe he ate it. Maybe the will is a hat.
That's possible, of course, but he had no love for the Tophams, and I have a feeling he hid the will someplace. Probably in his hat. Oh, if only I could find it.
Well, it would be as easy as looking for a hat in a hat store, Mr. Drew replied. I'm sticking with the hat theory. I like it. If I were you, I would forget about things, Nancy. Honestly, go back to womanly things, like, wearing skirts and crying. I don't know.
Honestly, I can just ask Instacart to bring me a hat, and I can say, I'm at the Super 8. I'm at the hat store. I'm at the Combination Super 8 and Hat store.
Nancy, as a cop, I am literally calling other cops right now to put you away.
I can't forget about it until I've at least made an attempt to find out what's become of that will, I insist stubbornly.
Okay, fine. I'm not your boss or anything, or your dad. Not legally, at least. You just live in my house. It's weird. Dig into the mystery if you like. Don't dig in that hole. And I'm afraid you've set yourself an impossible task. I don't see how you hope to discover what became of the will when you haven't even... Oh, it's right here.
Oh!
Just kidding.
Ah, you got me. Nancy laughed. Give me time and I'll get you back. But after she had said goodbye to her father and was slowly walking home, doubt assailed her. She knew that the odds were against her. Although she was determined to find out what had become of the Crowley's will, she was still at a loss to know how to begin. As her father had reminded her, she did not have a single clue.
Ray, you suck! You suck, Nancy! Fool! Absolute fool! Suck!
Where there's a will, there's a way, she quoted whimsically.
Oh, ha.
That old proverb is deadly true in the Crowley case. If there actually is a second will, I'm going to find it. And if I do, I hope it won't prove to be on the Topham's favor.
Well, if it is, you just
Make it go away.
You can edit it.
Yeah. Just take a feather pen or throw it in the hole or make a different hat.
We can always do crime.
Yeah. Tune in next time for Chapter 3, The Crime.